Ever since I can remember, I've wanted to make a documentary, but I never had a subject that I was passionate enough about to persevere with. Until about 2015, when I discovered this new subculture emerging. And it was happening in back streets and pubs and people's houses and gardens and clubs and bars and anywhere and everywhere. And it was the UK battle rap scene. And I knew instantly that this was the thing that I wanted to produce a documentary on.
People have been using poetry to insult each other from the very beginnings of language. The fighting of Dunbar and Kennedy is a famous example. Two poets exchange ritual insults, sometimes over quite a considerable period. And the foul insults that these guys trade at each other in excellent poetry has become part of the classical Scottish poetic tradition. And it goes right through to the present day. So rapping is just the latest manifestation of this very long tradition.
Not acceptable in normal society to film yourself being a prick to someone.
You've got no fucking neck!
One of the most famous battle raps that's out there is a teacher versus student battle rap.
Now, it is rare when the worlds of hip-hop and Shakespeare collide, but now Mark Grist, an English teacher from Peterborough, is using his love of poetry in rap battles against teenagers.
Gentlemen, say hello to Mrs. Green. Hey, Mum! I'm here. You might not believe me if you actually met most of them. I mean, there wasn't much light. You were a lower height, kind of slobbering like a Doberman.
My mum wasn't massively impressed with my comments about Mrs. Green.
For those of you that aren't familiar with how battle rap works, normally it's one-on-one, and the battle rappers will take it in turns to deconstruct their opponent in the most savage way possible.
It's just a buzz to battle, to be honest.
They will find any weakness that they can in their opponent, and they will tear it open, they'll deconstruct them.
Most people were into Michael Jackson because they liked his dancing. You just admired his passion for child harassment.
Yeah, it can be difficult to watch sometimes. You feel bad for some of them.
Why do you always look like you've slept on a couch? Well, you should try to utilize the rest of your house.
I just found it such a fascinating movement, such an interesting subculture that was emerging.
We were honoured and glad to be offered this match. I've finally gotten to hang with the popular lads, like I promised my dad.
I just knew that this would make a really, really, really strong documentary. Because it's not just the battle rapping itself, which was quite interesting, it was the politics that was going on around this whole subculture.
It's about going and pushing those boundaries of what it is acceptable to say.
It breaks down barriers in a very unusual way when it's creative and when it's inventive.
You Spanish dudes just need to quit it. Because Martin Luther King had a dream and you weren't even in it.
You can say you get girls naked, we should call you stripper. You can even talk about how you pull the trigger, but I'm bad enough to go up to you in a room full of black people and call you nice.
As long as you do it funnily, there's actually no problem with it. It's just don't have this dark tone to it where you're kind of thinking, no, I actually mean what I'm saying.
So I took the idea to my friend Craig, who is a really talented director. He co-directs with Tom Worth, another super talented director. And I said, look, this is the sort of thing that we should make a documentary about because it's fascinating. A couple of years later, we have a documentary, War of Words.
I had a gun once. And a plastic circle of 10 caps. I had a gun once. Shot a red flag and said bang. I had a gun. I had a gun once. Shot water on my pet cat. I had a gun once. Went pheasant hunting in Penzance.
When we first started to produce the documentary, I was getting some shots for it. I remember taking Hannah down to watch some of the battle raps, and she would love it. I mean, you can't not love battle rap. It's just got everything to it. It's got drama, it's got a story, it's got performance art, but most importantly, it's got this bloody and brutal battle that happens where the only person injured is somebody's ego. I'm so proud of it. I'm so proud it's out there for you to watch. It's a really interesting documentary that will make you laugh, it will make you squirm, it will probably make you want to fall into a black hole at some points.
You better walk into it knowing what the fuck done happened. Excuse my language.
Let me know what you think anyway if you do get a chance to watch it. War of Words. I'll link it down below.
Decoded, baby. Decoded, baby. It's me who's doing that. Why are you doing that? Oh, boy. Not in space. Not in space. Yeah, you need to pull down that.
You need to shut your face.
Mummy,
No, I
Dad.
didn't say anything.
Mummy, Dad.
No, Daddy.
Mummy, Daddy said something naughty. Brexit!
What about it, Grace?
What about you? So silly, aren't you? I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what you're doing. Yes, oh baby, yeah. Oh baby, yeah, yeah. Mama, what's for dinner?
We've just got a new camera for Hannah because the other one is falling apart. Very, very clear. It's a very, very clear camera. I can see all the wrinkles under my eyes. I can see all the age. Look at that, Grace.
Everyone be quiet so I can watch my programme.
Hannah's watching Call the Midwife, so we have to go. Anyway. Too clear. Too clear. Oh, you touched me briefly. Oh dear. Come on then. Oh dear. What have you woken up all grumpy for? Oh gosh, alright, I get the idea. I just had this little DNA kit from Ancestry sent to me in the post. I'm working with them over on my Instagram. It basically, you spit into this little tube here, and they can see from your DNA what part of the world you're made up of. Fill the tube with saliva to the black wavy line. Okay, let's do this. This could unlock some scandals. Some scandals in the family. Hang on a minute. Why is there Italian in there? Got a really good new book. Check this out. Where that? A Guide to Social Justice. It's a parody book, and it's so funny. I'm only in like one chapter, and it's already made me burst out laughing so many times. Activists such as myself are spearheading a new culture war, sniffing out prejudice like valiant bloodhounds of righteousness, courageously snapping at the heels of injustice. To give a tangible example of our achievements, consider how the definition of the word Nazi has been successfully broadened to include anyone who voted for Brexit, has ever considered supporting the Conservative Party, or who refuses to take The Guardian seriously. Although this is a great victory for the progressive cause, it does mean that there are now more Nazis living in modern Britain than ever existed in 1930s Germany. It's very funny. It completely takes the piss out of social justice warriors in a really funny, clever way.
You finished? Thank you.
I love reading. It's especially important this day and age, I think, when we're so tethered to mobile devices. Having a book is just, it's such a great escapism from the incessant alerts and beeps going off on our phones that are constantly berating us. So reading is a great escape from that. Screw on the enclosed cap tightly to release the solution that will stabilise in the DNA. Is that right? I hope I've done this right. You'll know when it has worked when the blue solution has emptied into... Oh, there it is. It's emptied in there. It's gone in there. Shake for 5 seconds. Right, now I've got to stick it into this little collection bag. Seal the bag with the adhesive strip. So far, so good. And then mail in your sample. So I think it has to go into this box. And I've got to wait for a few days for them to analyse my DNA and tell me what I'm made of. Grayson's home from school. Tell me one fascinating thing that happened today at school. One fascinating...
Jake pushed me.
Jake pushed you. Why did he push you? You don't know? Did you push him back?
No.
You just took it? You do jiu-jitsu so you don't get pushed around, Grayson.
But I thought like this. When he pushed me, I thought.
You didn't take him down with you? No. If you're going down, Grayson, always take somebody down with you. That's like, the main rule of life. This. Yeah, always take them down with you, mate. You ready for jiu-jitsu? Yeah?
hours solid play. We had a bath together, and then we played ball, and we played with the aqua doodle like drawing mat thing, and we played with Grayson's Batman cave thing, and we played catch, and we played chase, and yeah, we've just been playing loads of basic stuff. But it's been really nice. It's been really, I do quite like when I get like these evenings with Rue when the boys are at jiu-jitsu, because I don't know, it's just nice to have like that one-on-one time where you just play and you don't do anything else. I think it's so important just to get down on the floor and play, and he absolutely loves it. I'm just about to put his pajamas on and get him ready for bed, and then I will be relaxing. I've got a couple of books on the go at the moment, so I think I'm gonna have a little read tonight and get an early night. So I'm gonna leave you guys here, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Night.
Get in, close the door. Did you have a good time jiu-jitsu? Should we go home now? Yeah? You look tired, kiddo. Right, let's go home. Getting here wasn't easy. I'm not talking about the A367 out of Bath, I'm talking about the fact for you to be here now, watching this scene of us in a car on a rainy day. It's the result of trillions of drifting atoms assembling in an intricate and curiously obliging manner in order to create you. It's an arrangement so specialised and particular that it has never been tried before, and it will only exist this once. Then one day all of your atoms will no longer be you. They will silently dissemble and go off to be other things. A part of you might even one day be a tiny bit of a Tesco's Express. You might even be a bit of a racist's shoelace. Who knows what you'll be and who knows where you'll be. The important thing is you're here now.
We're on our way to Frome this morning because, well, we were supposed to be taking photos for a job that I'm doing this month with Very, and I wanted to get some blog photos because I love Frome and we've never shot there before. So I really wanted to shoot there. I've drafted the blog post and everything, and it's like monsooning outside. It's so like proper biblical monsoon rain that I was originally driving, but then it was making me really anxious driving down these country lanes in the monsoon, so I made Stef swap with me because it was, yeah, not good. We've had to abort the plan, and I think we're just going to go and get a coffee before we go and look at some kitchens. Such a middle-aged thing to do, but I'm really excited about it. We got the shot. I've got a photo that I'm happy with. We had like 15 minutes. We had about 15 minutes. Reef was a bit of a hindrance. Yeah. he had this dog next to us though, which actually helped us out a little bit because he loves dogs. But I think we've got the shot. I'm really happy with the composition and the lighting. I really like the dress, so hopefully after a bit of editing it will be Instagram worthy and no arguments. Anyway, let's go look at some kitchens.
I've never bought a kitchen before, so we don't even know what we're doing. We're just idiots when it comes to this stuff, aren't we?
Yeah, I know what I want, kind of.
Right, Ruth, let's go and look at some kitchens.
Well, thank you. It's like quite a overwhelming thing, isn't it? picking something like that because there's so much choice out there.
You've got to be sure. You don't want to install a kitchen and then look at it and be like,
yeah, and
I
pay
hate
all
this.
that money for it and then be like, oh, it's not right.
Yeah.
Especially because I think the kitchen's the time where you spend quite a lot of time as a parent. It's nice to have a project though. I think like as long as you've got the structure of the house, like you've got a good shell, then you're fine. You can add things and take away things and change colours of things and you can do whatever you want to it.
God.
Never buy a kitchen with a baby. I love seeing all the pictures, like all the drawings. It's so cool, isn't it? You know, that's what I would love to do. I googled whether there's an interior design course that I can do like near by. They do it in the college. But yeah, it's a cool job.
Oh, Mother's Day's coming up, isn't it?
Yeah. I've got some things on Want Feed, which you have no excuse.
Nice plug. I'll have a cheeky look at that. For those of you that don't know what Want Feed is, it's a tech startup that I founded about, it feels like about 150 years ago, and it's basically like a social wish list website, only it has this really clever monetization model built in. Recently, I've noticed that Amazon have moved into this space. I was a little bit worried. I was thinking, how am I going to compete with Amazon? I'm already trying to compete with Pinterest, and they're valued over, I think they're 1.6 billion they're valued at, and now Amazon have come into this space. I was a bit like, oh, shit. But I'm actually quite optimistic about it because it's kind of proved to me that this is a viable space to be in. They're doing what we're doing, which is similar but very different at the same time. While you're here, I'm going to give you a quick sneak preview of the app. Just don't tell anyone I showed you this because I'm supposed to wait. It's not finished yet. It still needs some bits and bobs done to it, but I just think well, I'm just so happy with it. So this is all the artwork people have listed to it. Now check this out. This is one of my favorite new features that we've got. We have like this kind of Tinder functionality. So you know on Tinder, like I don't know because I don't use it because obviously I'm a happily married man, but if I was a single man looking for some lady action, I would be using Tinder and I'd be swiping the ladies left and right. I quite like that functionality. Imagine if you could do that with products. This is what you can do now with Want Feed. So we've got this awesome swipe functionality. So you see that, you think, oh, that's a nice top. I'll like that, and it will go into your likes, or you might want to disregard it, or you might want to add it to your own Want Feed by swiping up, or you might want to buy it by swiping down and going to the website. But that's not really my style. I don't think that would suit me, so I'll reject that. Same with the boots. Leggings, don't really think they'd suit me. So there you go. It's a bum bag. I do like that. So there you go. When it's launched in a couple of weeks, that's when shit starts to get real. That's when I need to really throw all my weight behind this and do everything I can to get this ship to sail. The main mission with this right now, get my investors paid back. Anything other than that is a bonus. Alexa, turn off telly.
You should have done that at the beginning.
I know, I didn't think.
You are being loud.
I'm being loud?
Yes.
I'm allowed to be loud.
No, you're not.
Mister?
You're not the boss.
I am the boss.
Okay.
No, he's not.
Huh?
I'm the boss.
Yeah, she's the
We're both the boss.
No.
Grayson.
There can't be two bosses. Okay.
I think we all know who the boss is in this family.
Please. Now there, I teach you a lesson.
God, man, you got so much sass coming out of you these days.
Hey, don't say sass.
I think that's the
The what? C-A-M-R-A.
What's your steering wheel for?
None of your business.
Tell me it, or I'll call the landlord.
Cool, then go call the landlord.
Yeah, call the landlord.
Oh wait, you don't have a phone. What are you gonna do now?
Nothing else.
You can't just mug your mum.
You are 100% going to school tomorrow morning.
Grayson had a day off school because
careful, don't need me there.
he had
Right, I want
to
you
go to
to...
A&E yesterday because he hurt his chin. He fell off a wall, hurt his chin. So he was in A&E getting it glued up. So he played us well this morning when he was like, oh my God, I'm not feeling very well. And
No, my tummy just put the books.
he refused to eat his breakfast and he was really down. So we were like, well, we'll give him a day off. And then he's just turned into an absolute monster.
Time for Lego.
Time for Lego, baby.
Yeah.
You do it.
I'm getting out of here.
No, I'm not. I'm gonna punch you in the chin.